Hey guys, what's up? So today I filmed for you an eyebrow tutorial to show you how I get my eyebrows so sharp and so pigmented. So if you're interested to see how I did this, then keep on watching. Okay, so to start out with the eyebrows, I'm first going to outline them. Now you can use different products for this step. You can either use an eyebrow pencil like I did in my last tutorial. You can use a lip liner if they don't make an eyebrow pencil that's the color of your hair. Or you can do what I'm going to do today, and that is to use liquid lip. So today I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Red Rum from my last tutorial. Taking an e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush, I'm going to apply the liquid lipstick with that and just outline the eyebrow. And while outlining, I'm also filling in the brow so that the powder that we use will set a little better. And as you can see, I took the lipstick all the way to about the edge of my eyebrow, only on the top. That way it creates that strong, sharp edge of the eyebrow. And with that step complete, it's time to move on to filling in the base color. The red I usually use comes from the Take Me to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. Now, I really like this palette. I did a review like 2 years ago or something. Some of the colors are a little bit shady. They don't work that well. But the red that I use most of the time, as you can see I've hit pan, comes from this palette. It's a very pigmented, so pigmented red. And just like last time, I just apply this with an angled e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's important to cover all of the lipstick just to ensure that there's no smudging throughout the day. And also, don't take the eyeshadow all the way to the edge of the front part of your brow because we're going to be blending that out later. So I kind of already started this process, but now we're going to blend it out to make it not a harsh line. So to do that, I'm not going to take any more product on this brush. I'm just going to simply push out the color and it'll create that gradient, and we'll also take powder. Where is it? We'll also take powder later to push it on to make the color more diffused. So with most of the blending done just with the angled brush, I'm now going to take an e.l.f. contour brush, it just looks like this, and dip it in just a little bit to our powder and just press it into the red on the edges just to diffuse the color. Now it's important to tap, because if you were to swipe it in or swipe it out, you would have the chance of dragging the red and giving you a unibrow, and that's not the look we're going for. And since I faded out the color a little too much on the edges, I'm just going to go back in with this brush and apply lightly some of the rest of the product that's on here onto the brows. Now that I'm done doing the basic color, you can leave it at that if you do want just a one-toned eyebrow. But for me, since my hair is 2 different tones of red, I have the light red and then my roots coming in, I'm going to apply a darker shade just to the edges so that it's more of an ombre eyebrow. And to do that, I'm not going to take a darker red shade, I'm just going to take a darker brown shade, and this is from the first Lorac Pro palette in the shade Sable. Usually I like to start my gradients around the beginning of the arch, just so that it blends in nicely, looking like my roots to my normal hair color. Since that brown was a little dark, I'm going to take a different red eyeshadow. This one is from NYX in the Primal Colors range. And I'm just going to sweep over everything just to add more red back to the eyebrow. With all of the eyeshadow done, I'm going to set my brows with the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel in the shade Clear. Well, it used to be clear, but I've used it so much that it has turned brown. So I'm just going to coat that generously all over the brow hairs from the beginning to the end. I like to push the hairs up towards the front and then pull them down towards the end. And the final step of these eyebrows is concealer. So I'm just going to take my Lancome 160 Ivory Warm foundation, since I don't have concealer still. And I'm going to take it with a e.l.f. concealer brush, ever so lightly, just take a small tiny dollop and add it to the middle. I like to start right under the arch, and we're going to pull it out to create a sharp edge at the end. And I'm also going to drag it a little bit towards the front. Since some of the eyeshadow transferred onto the concealer, I'm just going to take the same contour brush that we used earlier and dip into the second Lorac Pro palette with the shade Buff, just to add a little bit more of a neutral tone to get rid of the pink outline that is now there. Alright, so the eyebrows are now complete. And of course, you don't have to stick with just red. You can do any single color you choose. I'm just doing red because I haven't done red eyebrows in a while, but I use the same process for when I do my eyebrows brown or black or blue or pink or any other color. So I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup and I will check back in afterwards. Alright, so with my makeup all done, here's the final look. I just changed my shirt, teased my hair, nothing special. I really hope you enjoyed this eyebrow tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye!